Anyways, good night.
Awesome.
Should we talk in the after show briefly about our latest master? I want to say Master Tape Theater. No, like Flame War Theater.
Flame War Theater.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that came out.
Yeah. We put out a new Flame War Theater. I
love that everyone in the current episodes of the series still comments and calls people steakheads.
Oh,
from
yeah.
like episode 2.
That's stuck around.
There's like building jokes now in the comments. People are using the term "thyre."
Yeah, I love that everyone.
Yeah, why Thyre?
Thyre.
Man, you know
Thyre.
that is one thing that is an internet constant is people don't know how to do their like the theirs.
They invented the fourth one.
That was something that I grasped.
The internet.
I grasped the fucking second I learned English, and man, that is still like, yeah, Thyre are going to be there. Like, holy shit, like.
I'm guilty of some older mistypings, I'm sure, if you go back and look.
That was something I didn't figure out until I was like 18.
Really?
Yeah, I just was a horrible speller.
Wait, this is the after show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sean won't watch this then. Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, can't get it.
Poor guy. He tries and just, you know.
I will say
he's right. He's writing.
Oh, you're saying Sean currently still doesn't know the difference?
Yeah, the poor boy.
Oh, dis.
I will say
he still does. He's saying because instead of because. He's saying no. These are all things. These are all things he did in the live journal days. He doesn't do. I'm joking around.
I do have to think about it a little longer. I wasn't online, as much as you guys. So it really wasn't until social media I started using Twitter first, and people would point out to me like, "Hey, you spelled there wrong." People would call me on it, and I'd be like, "Oh, fuck."
What fucking dorks are on Twitter autocorrecting?
But back in the early days of me first using social media, and kind of maybe on our forums, the Mega64 forums, someone would call me on it, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, edit." THERE. Oh, that's right. And that's when I really started paying more attention to like how I write. To like someone might actually read this.
Yeah, it goes a long way.
That was in my 20s.
It goes a long way. Hey, one other. So anyway, that episode of Flame War Theater was normally I don't pick the topics at all. Normally that's Frank's gig, but this week I had to do it, and I was like, well, okay, quick, what's my go-to? Oh, Dead or Alive nude code.
Yeah,
and that was easy to find. I've seen
nude
that so many
cheat?
times, and so I looked that up, and it was like. Nude cheat? Hello, is there a nude cheat?
It was such a perfect, like, and my favorite thing with Flame War Theater is, like, you look at it, okay, you see the play we do, clicking the topic and seeing it in the flesh, it's like, oh my god,
that it's all
you
there.
found such a perfect little concise story. And then Garrett's line, like, you guys are sick, but so am I.
People love it. I was so jealous of the last weeks. Every Friday, they were putting up these Flame War Theaters, and I told you, I was like, dude, I know I work during the day, but if there's any way, if you find a character that like works for me, call me up or whatever.
Yeah.
But it worked out. Rocco, you called me, and I came over after work.
Yeah.
Banged it out, and
because again, Sean, we totally forgot. It's like, oh,
we wrote that part for Sean.
Sean just sped off to Arizona.
Yeah,
we can't do it.
Yeah.
So
we were a man short.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I lucked out because I was really like, you and Brian told me how you filmed those, and it's kind of like everyone gets a script, goes off, picks out their costume, gets to bring their own flavor to it. Yeah. That was so fun. So yeah. It was really.
Those are so much fun to do.
Really
I love
happy
it.
with
Flame
the
War
reaction
Theater
too.
is a
People love
blast, so I love it.
It's still it's such a trip too. I was just talking with Brian about this, like going onto early message boards from like the early 2000s and seeing how people used the internet back then. This is also before like social media, but like people couldn't like easily post pictures. They had to communicate everything. Like, trust me, my DVD collection's bigger than yours. Without anything.
Yeah.
Furious
like,
typing.
Everyone is declarating something so strong, and it's just like.
Yeah.
Why is everyone so fucking intense?
I used to remember. I would
crazy.
think of a way to, in this sentence I'm typing out, like drop that something that I thought was impressive, like that I had these figures.
People bragging and shit.
Yeah, like a humble brag. I'm gonna sneak that in here to like, dumb shit.
Well, the thing about this most recent one that I really got a nostalgia kick for is there were two characters, Dutch Samurai and what were your character? I think
Blade Samurai.
Blade
Flyer. Yeah.
In reading the original thread, you could tell that those two guys, I don't know if they'd ever met, but they were the friends who kind of ran that conversation. And I just remember in high school in the early 2000s, the clickiness of message boards where the people who posted the most all seemed to know each other and all seemed to be really friendly, and whenever a new person would post, they would gang up. And so when thanks for saying what we already just said. And then you chime in with, is there an echo in here? And just like, we were both kind of ganging up on this one guy. It was like, yeah, this is how it used to be. Like,
we're friends.
I remember these days.
I remember
and I got to get your back, basically.
The forum clicks.
When people would make new, like when I had I had on my AIM buddy list, I had a separate group that was just people on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Anytime any of us would make topics, we'd aim each other. Like, hey, would you post my topic? Hey, this guy's slamming in here. Can you back me up? So we would recruit people to come in. Dude, I was such a...
You were bringing your real life friend posse into the digital realm.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
So, you gotta get your back on Threads. That's how we ran shit back then, dude.
Yeah.
So a lot of good videos hitting the Mega64 YouTube.
Yeah, and, you know, more to come. There's, you know, some stuff. Again, Dragon Ball behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yes.
Dragon Ball behind the scenes will be coming soon. I don't know if that'll be this week or the week after. I don't know. But there's going to be other stuff that I know people are going to be like, yes.
Hell yeah.
And then the archive channel's still popping. You got PPS.
Well, we had to take a bye week last week, but
the
PPS is definitely coming back next Wednesday at 7 on this Twitch channel, and the archive will be uploaded. You got
Bruce and Bruce came down. We did Spider-Man on Dreamcast.
Yeah,
that was so much fun because I played that a lot on PlayStation. We're playing it like what 15 years later, however much. Like that was really cool. I didn't realize there were so many Tony Hawk Easter eggs in the game because it was made by Neversoft at the same time, but like. On Dreamcast, I have an HD converter, so you're actually seeing this at high fidelity for the first time, and it looks great. We played more of Turok, we played Dead Cells, but
you played on original. I'm always fascinated by hardware.
Dreamcast.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah. And so we're gonna be off this Friday for Anime Expo, but we'll be back next week. But I'll probably bring another Dreamcast game. But yeah, Dreamcast. Again, talking about like Derek was talking about like the fun sports games. For me, my favorite era of video games is like Sega's arcade games, stuff like Crazy Taxi, like Virtua Tennis. Like
Dreamcast is like
that. All those games are so fun and pure to play that like fuck, I love Dreamcast.
I just realized Anime Expo's next Wednesday.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be having a PPS next Wednesday because I'll have to work.
Well, it's also 4th of July is also Patriots Day. You wouldn't be allowed to.
Well, we wanted
to pay homage.
We wanted to start Metal Gear for the summer, so it would be what a better Patriot to celebrate.
Oh, shit.
Celebrate the true Patriot.
Yeah, the boss. But shit,
Meg and I will be doing our episode of Heart Slayers.
Always coming through.
Keeping it going.
There you go.
Maybe you guys can play through a game just to
relationship problem or any interpersonal dilemma. Call us up Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Oh yeah.
And check the archive.
We'll solve it for you. Yeah, and all the episodes go up on the archive channel on YouTube. Check that out.
Okay. That's great. I think, can we cover, there's something important I want to get to on this.
Sure.
I mean,
we already got Power
Heart Slayers
Rangers.
is good. Heart Slayers is great. Good stuff.
The Ranger talk,
you know, my relationship's all fucked up. All right, we got that.
You don't understand the fucked up shit. Hold on one sec.
What's some juicy shit?
Let me just say, we've been doing Heart Slayers for about 22 episodes or so. We've done like a full season. We are just now starting to get to the juicy, the juicy shit.
Which I have heard. Yeah, that's crazy.
I love it.
For a long time, I was like, I have a crush on my friend. What do I do?
Yeah.
Finally,
now it's like, how do I eat ass?
No, it's like, hey, I think my long distance girlfriend is like hooking up with her brother. What do I do?
I heard about this.
All this fucking like edgy gossip.
Jerry Springer.
That's awesome.
Honestly, we started the show because we just love gossip and we want to hear the juice. And it took a little while to get to it, but we finally have started getting like really.
That means people trust you to open up.
Yeah, like really like heavy hitting.
Hell yeah.
Gossipy style question. So the show is better than ever. It's finally hitting its stride.
Hell yeah.
So,
and if you got that juice, you call this motherfucker and let him know. They take total care of your calls. Oh, you guys, you and Meg walk them through at a highly professional level.
Honestly, legitimately, I don't want to be... I know on this show, I'm very harsh. I'm very mean, and I cut everybody down on this show. But on Heart Slayers, I don't want to judge people. I want to be a very accepting place. You can talk about anything, and we will not make you feel bad. We'll try to support you and work through it. So
I think some people, sometimes it's hard.
Some people don't like that. They're like, well, Derek should go back to being funny. But you know what?
Well, but you know, I think it's hard, and this is not anything against anybody watching this. Honestly, I would be in the same boat. But it's hard sometimes because some people watch every single podcast and they have defined us as these certain personalities or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, when we're on the podcast, you know, I think we're all heightened. Like, you know, Derek has a certain dynamic with me. you know, again, you bring up the Power Rangers book, and he acts a certain way to that, and I already know, and that's fine.
There's cues for that stuff.
And there's certain things I'll respond to him about, you know, and I'm like low key dogging on him for the Mario Aces thing, and that's our no, but that's our
super low
that's
key.
our dynamic, and it's all very heightened because we're doing a live show, and we're keeping the show going, and that's just what we do. But then sometimes we'll do other stuff where it's just relaxed.
Yeah.
And like the friend dimension is one of those things where it's like, I'm just chilling, playing games with my friends. And it's funny that people will go like, why are you acting like this? Act normal like the podcast. And it's like, well, the podcast is where I'm like really like
maybe not so normal
putting it out there. And when I'm playing games with my friends, I'm kind of laid back. It's kind of the opposite of what people think sometimes. Not like I'm not necessarily acting like a character here, but it definitely is different than just if we were hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
people have explained this before, like radio show hosts and actors and
Yeah.
stuff. It's hard to do without coming off in a weird, pretentious way.
Yeah.
Just that, like, oh, there's two me's. There's the real me, and then there's the podcast. me. Like,
sure.
there's a thing like that.
I'm gonna
fucking Gilbert Godfrey.
I'm going to show my hand here.
Yeah.
My approach to the podcast since very early on, I remember being in my like 23, 24, going to the podcast thing and like, I really want this show to be entertaining. I don't want there to be lulls. I don't want there to be, I want this to be crazy. I want it to be exciting. So I would like chug Red Bulls before I would come, and I would say the fucking craziest shit that would come to my mind. And in my mind, I would just think like, well, this is for the show.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do 110% energy, wackiness. I'll be mean. I'll be whatever I have to be because I want it to be anything except boring.
Yeah.
But that's not my approach to Heart Slayers. Heart Slayers is, this is a show where we're going to be talking to people about very personal things that are probably upsetting them. So let's be a little bit nurturing. Let's show some caring and affection. And
You're not looking for the laugh there.
yeah, that's not my approach to that show. And I was really young when I kind of set that in my mind of I'm going to go crazy on the podcast and it's going to be an act and it's going to be heightened. Because I do think I gave people out there the wrong impression of the real me who's off camera, and I'll meet people at a convention. They'll be like,
they're scared.
wow, you're a lot different.
People are fucking scared of Derek.
They're either scared of me or they're disappointed because they're like,
are you mad at me?
yeah, or they'd be like, what's
That
up?
one.
Hey, they'll be like fucking crazy with me. I'll be like, yeah, man, that's cool. It's nice to meet you. I thought, you're a lot different on the show. I thought you'd be like crazy. You're doing crazy shit. Like,
I get that too.
That's the show, man.
Yeah, everything on camera is heightened, and I think it's just hard to convey that sometimes.
So we're just spelling it out for you.
Because some people have watched us for a decade or more, and so it's like, well, that's what I see, and why wouldn't you be that? I've watched a decade of this. Who if this isn't you, who are you? But it can be different. Through the camera is very different.
I have to hold it back here. I can talk for like 3 hours about Harmony Korine, so I have to like set my meter. down.
Yeah.
But, that's the only exception.
Anyway, that all being said, that's
Where's
all
his Power
good.
Ranger meter? We need to turn that
No,
on.
Fix that knob right here. Yeah.
We're already,
Just adjust it. Thanks, Frank.
Comic-Con coming up is going to be a grisly
shit.
scene, let me tell you. Anyway, all of that is great and important, but the thing I really wanted to get to in the after show, a lot of people are asking me about this, and could you just pan the camera down? All the way down?
Yes.
Yeah, my socks this week.
geez.
So we got Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and then Transform. Oh!
Jam on.
So, a lot of people were asking what I don't know what's happening on the socks, a beastly situation.
You saw that in the chat. A lot of content going
There's
on.
just my inbox is
a lot
full.
of sock content.
My inbox is full.
One guy said that.
Gmail.
My hearts are full.
Gmail's been messaging me, and I just gave him the okay to use more servers.
Oh wow!
Fuck yeah.
Good job.
We use them all up.
But that's what I got going on. I wasn't gonna get these socks until I saw that one was transformed.
That he was the Catman on one.
Yeah.
Where cat? What kind of a beast is that?
Where king? King of
Where
pop.
king? He is a king of pop.
Or standard werewolf. Will
No,
do.
he had whiskers. Wolves don't have whiskers like that.
I think it was a rodent.
It's feline.
I'm
eyes.
actually. I'm just going to talk more about myself. I'm
Like a werepanther.
I'm actually a really shy person in life. It's funny because once I come out of my shell, I don't go back into it, and I will be like this, more like open and free. But when I first meet people, I'm very quiet, and I think that throws people for a loop. My whole life, I have been worried that people wouldn't like me. This is just something about me. But I always approach the situation with, default, you're not going to like me. I don't know why. I don't know why I've always felt that way.
Yeah.
Low self-esteem as a child, maybe. I don't know, but I was just always very quiet because it's like, well, I don't want to say anything to make you not like me because I feel like it's an uphill battle to begin with. So I am very slow to warm up to people. But I'm comfortable with you guys. So here on the podcast, I'm just like, woo, everybody loves me. I'm just going to say whatever the fuck I want. So
I definitely, when I'm
I think that throws people for a loop when they first meet me, and it's like, well, I don't want to say something crazy to you. I don't even know you.
Because when I'm out in the world, I'm not interacting with people I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to be a Japanese businessman. I am silent. Don't take up much space.
Jow.
Like, look down. Like, you know, I go through, like, my life of getting groceries and hitting the pharmacy and going to work and everything else. I really try to interact at all. I want to be a fly on the wall and kind of, you know, just get to the next place where, you know, I'm comfortable in my house, then I'm expressive there, here with you guys in that kind of mode. But then, it's always funny when someone kind of stops you on the street and you're like jarred, like, hey, switch gears right now. Hey, what's going on? Oh, hi.
I think that as I get older, I realize, like, I think I'm normal, actually. I think everybody feels the same way I do.
I didn't, definitely.
I've tried to actually start being more, like, gregarious and friendly to people out there because I feel like, well, everybody thinks people are going to default not like them, so I'm going to just be friendly to you. So when I go to Starbucks now, I try to make small talk. Sometimes I like hate the person I'm turning into. Like, who? I'm like this friendly douchebag. I would have made fun of my dumb ass
about
10
the weather,
years ago.
I want to shoot myself in the head while their words are coming out of my mouth. I'm like, why am I talking to her about the weather?
I don't ever do that.
I'm a fucking idiot with that. I don't know why it's a go-to. But it's not just me, obviously.
I make an effort to be friendly.
I think what is like... It's something I talk a lot too, is like when I go to In-N-Out or any retail space, I am so friendly to that cashier because you have to deal with so many shitty adults.
I do that.
So I'm going to spread this positivity for you. Like,
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. But what I can't do, and I'm sorry, I'm going to throw my friend under the bus here, but when you're not here, this is what happens. Whenever we go flying or we go on, what Sean will do is, and there's different approaches to every interpersonal situation, but I realize where my true introversion comes from. I'm not... You know, on camera, I'm not introverted at all. I mean, I do whatever. I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, watch the Catherine video we did. You know that there's no problem there. But, well, maybe there is a problem, but in a different way. But anyway, you know, no problem with that. But when I'm just keeping it among just regular people out and about, I realize where it stops and why I keep quiet is when I see Sean interacting with other people. His approach is all the hey, how's it going? Yeah, where are you flying to? Arizona. Oh, how's the weather there? All the like basic questions, and I can't fucking stand that. I cannot. Oh, I don't. If I would rather die than talk about the weather. I don't give a fuck about the weather. That is not. I'm not actually insulting Sean. Sean couldn't be more friendly and kind to all the people around him. But in my mind, it's talking about the weather. Get the fucking, what is this fucking small talk shit? Get me the fuck out of here. That's just, I go crazy. I go insane.
It's always a cashier. It's always a money exchange conversation. How's it going? Oh, it's fucking hot in here. And sometimes they start it and you're like, I hope it cools down tomorrow.
If you don't want to talk, you have short answers, and then that's that's because I used to like get anxiety getting haircuts. Now it doesn't bother me, but like I would try to neutralize any conversation. They come, how's your day going? It's all right. Like I don't want to talk.
When I would go to the dentist and stuff, when I was younger, my orthodontist, when I still had braces. It was all small talk the whole time, and I think that put me into a state of shock. But I would wear, that's the only place where I would go where I always wear shirts, I should say, with shit on them. I've always liked that. I like wearing stuff with shit that I like on it, or just whatever. I've always been that way, and I would go there, I would wear all blank everything. Because every shirt, anytime I would wear anything, it would be the rest of the day. Oh, Mirage Las Vegas, huh? I see you stay at the Mirage a lot.
Small talk.
No, it's just you know, I've been to the Mirage. Well, no, not really, actually. It was in Laughlin, and it wasn't the Mirage. What the fuck are we talking about? You know, so it would go crazy.
I think
I'm someone, let me just say this.
Sure.
I am someone who fucking loves, and this even ties into past conversations we had about, we were talking about going to the movies alone or this or that, whatever. I am someone that is great with fucking silence, and I don't feel any
Yeah.
weirdness.
Yep.
And if you're a person that is cool and you're a good guy and whatever, it doesn't bother me that you are silent, and I appreciate that. So I think that's where it comes from.
I won't even giggle if you let a fart squeak out.
I think the
I'm
best
that
time,
cool with silence.
let me just say, knowing Rocco for so long, if you want to have a conversation with him, the best time, catch him in the middle of filming a public skit, preferably after he's just got out of a body of water. Literally say anything to him, and you will have a pleasant conversation.
It'll be a short conversation.
His mobster attitude
Even better,
comes out.
if you could recognize what he's dressed up as, call it out to him, and you will get the nicest response. Hey, Street Fighter! Yeah, Street Fighter up your fucking ass!
Your fucking ass!
Well, you were Street Fighter.
You'll
Got no
meet
fucking envelope.
whatever video game character you think
show
I
it.
am. You'll meet a new character. You meet fucking Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, when I
In the fucking ocean.
when I think about the conversations I want to have, and I think about the stuff I want to say to people, I want to say cool stuff,
Hell yeah.
slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to say is going to be raw stuff, just like this. So if we're talking about having a conversation, well, I say, let the conversation begin. I recently rewatched.
Oh, yeah.
have
You
to,
must
like,
have, because you
draw.
had
You
that.
had the
You
fucking-
got
The only thing you missed there was this is just who I am.
Recently just watched Garth Brooks announce Facebook. You didn't want to do the social media, but then a good friend of mine said something that made a whole lot of sense. She said, think of it like a conversation. Well, I like that. And I started using it. I found it broke down all these walls between us. I really like that. So I watched that video.
He must be in Arizona. He's all horned up.
And the person I was hanging out with, I was like, Garth Brooks is fucking crazy. You ever hear about that Chris Gaines shit?
Yeah.
And they had no
we
idea.
referenced that in a couple Mega64
Oh, they didn't know
videos.
They had no idea who Chris Gaines was. And I found this video on YouTube. Look, I kind of know the Chris Gaines story. So Garth Brooks was the #1 solo performing artist of the 90s. He's a country superstar, wanted to make this rock and roll alter ego called Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
But it kind of failed. It confused a lot of people, and it kind of ruined Garth Brooks' career a
Yeah, I
little
think
bit.
I think it did.
Yeah, it
My
did some
mom was
damage.
a huge
He's
fan.
doing fine. He's doing fine, but
fine.
it did some damage.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. I found a fascinating video, and I recommend it to anybody out there. I can't remember the name, but it's on YouTube, and there's not that many Chris Gaines videos on YouTube, but it's about a 10 or 15 minute video that explains Chris Gaines. And
Yeah, I think I might have seen this.
so without getting too much into it, Garth Brooks wanted to have this alter ego called Chris Gaines that was a rock star. So he was working on a screenplay that would explain the story of Chris Gaines. And he invented this whole backstory for Chris Gaines. And he was going to play the part himself, but I guess he thought that people would just believe the backstory, that Chris Gaines was in a horrible car accident, that Chris Gaines had Olympic swimming parents from Australia that were like medal winners. But the video is super funny because it was like, well, he legitimately thought people would believe this, but why would he pick a backstory that was so easily discredited? Anybody could go look at the Olympic swimmers from these years and see that they're not Chris Gaines' parents.
Just make them fucking nannies.
And I guess he put out an album called Chris Gaines' Greatest Hits, but Garth Brooks didn't write any of the songs. But then in the liner notes kept saying, if I had written these songs, I would have written these songs if I was Chris Gaines, and I really wanted to, and this is what they would have mean to me if I was Chris Gaines, but I'm not Chris Gaines. Blah, blah, blah. Let me cut to the point. Basically, what the video goes on to explain is that Garth Brooks never wrote any of his country songs. And the line that stuck with me the most is that Garth Brooks doesn't have friends in low places. The guy who wrote that song does. Garth Brooks was an actor who played the part of a country superstar and played it so well, nobody could tell that it wasn't a part. So then he thought, he doesn't write music. He's not a musical person. The only thing he has control over is his image and his persona. So as an artist, he thought, well, I'm going to create another one. But in doing that, he kind of showed his hand to the audience. And he revealed to everybody that I'm just an actor. Wow. And all of this is just a show that's been put together. Yeah. And I'm not a real authentic musician. And so it all kind of, the house of cards kind of fell down because people rejected Chris Gaines. But then they realized, hold on a second. Garth Brooks is the same thing. Whoa. And they rejected that too.
He does play. He is a musician in that he does play guitar and sing.
But he doesn't write the songs.
He is not a songwriter.
He's not a songwriter, and
that is sadly the majority
still a performer,
of pop music.
But he was trying to recreate that for rock and roll. Like, I'm going to play the songs and I'm going to be the performer, but I'm not going to write the music. And the backstory doesn't need to be real. And he released a VH1 behind the music.
Yeah.
And it played on VH1.
I remember that.
But they never told anybody that it was a satire.
Yeah.
And they had like Billy Joel giving interviews about Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
But they never said it was fake. And they just tried to play it off as real.
Didn't work.
It was so bizarre. And such a fascinating video. Please check it out on YouTube. It was like so interesting.
While you're on YouTube, I just want to do, can I do a little self promotion here?
Yeah. Do it.
A lot of people this week, because I want to say H3H3, I think they like just discovered the Garth Brooks video on their podcast.
Okay.
Or something. So it's always like going away and being rediscovered. Please, I did create my own version of that video. Look up Rocco's first bowel movement. Amazing, authentic, and transparent.
Great title.
Yeah,
wait, is that a deceiving title?
It's about me taking my first shit.
Okay.
Cool.
And how I'm excited for it. So
that's not inciting violence.
I memorized the whole monologue and then just did it.
My favorite thing about that explanation of Garth Brooks and kind of explaining that he's an actor, not so much a musician.
Yeah.
He was offered a role, apparently, in Saving Private Ryan.
I think I heard about that.
He was offered the role of the sniper.
Oh.
But rejected it.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't want to be part of an ensemble and thought that he should be the star of the movie and not like a minor character.
Damn.
Chris Loss.
Keeping in mind that this movie stars motherfucking Tom Hanks and Matt Damon.
Giovanni Ribisi.
And Garth Brooks.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel and all these people who are still fucking famous today. And Garth Brooks is like, I'm not sharing the stage with those fucking comedians. Please. I'm Garth Brooks. I should be the star of the show. Amazing.
Dude.
That's all.
I've been confidence though.
Check it out. Check it out. It's so good.
I've been rewatching a lot of movies that have come out recently in like 4K, or maybe I didn't own them, so now I've got them in, now that I have 4K or whatever. And that was one of them. That's like they did an amazing restoration of that movie, and it was better than I remembered. But then last night I watched a movie that I hadn't seen in a long time in dazzling 4K HDR, Groundhog's Day.
Wow.
And that was not as good as I remember.
They put that in 4K.
Yeah, it was a Best Buy exclusive. You can only get it at Best Buy. The special edition 4K HDR Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray.
What's the love interest in that actress?
Andy McDowell?
Yeah, Andy McDowell. Good in that.
It wasn't
Mimi
as good as I remember.
Was that for real?
I don't know.
Dude, Mimi Driver didn't show up till Good Will Hunting, bro.
But
years later.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as I remembered, but rest assured, I just got my copy of Forrest Gump in 4K. Ooh. So I'll let you know if the extra like visual clarity like really like sheds a whole new light.
I saw Groundhog's Day probably 4 years ago, and I still enjoyed it.
I didn't hate it, but
I like Bill Murray.
But in my brain, I remember like fucking loving it, and it was like, I was fine.
No, when I was a kid,
bad.
See, I'm the opposite. When I was a kid, it was like, it's pretty good. I watched it as a grown-up.
Oh, really?
It was way funnier to me, because I think as a kid, it was like, why is he so mad? But now as a grown-up, it's like, holy shit, you gotta live this fucking day forever.
As
like,
a grown-up, you realize, oh yeah, life sucks.
Yeah, when he's just like walking around and just punches the guy in the face. It's like, that's funnier as an adult to me.
That's great. They remade that and didn't call it Groundhog's Day, and it was with like a teenage girl and a serial killer killed her every night.
Oh yeah, what happened?
It was like an empty. Well, I know, but it was like
I talked about that on the podcast.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, because they mentioned Groundhog's Day in that movie.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't see that movie?
No,
they did.
I saw the trailer and I thought, like, how unabashed.
The movie rips off Groundhog Day, and then 3/4 of the way through, they're sitting in a cafe, and the camera's like pushing in, so you're coming in halfway through their conversation, and the guy goes, "You can't be serious. You've never seen Groundhog's Day? I mean." You've never seen it, and then it just goes to the next scene. And I just felt like, fuck you. You can't steal a movie and then just mention the movie and be like, it's okay. Yo, we gave it credit.
They changed. It was a serial killer for MTV Films, right? It was an MTV movie.
Not only did that movie didn't suck, it was kind of enjoyable, but it's one of those movies where you're watching and just thinking like, I would have solved this shit day 1.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been killed day 2. It's like
Wait in your room with a gun.
Hey, here's the thing. Every day she relives the same day. She never does the same thing twice.
What a dope.
I know.
That's how you would have found the fucking murderer. He doesn't have that power.
What a dope.
I know exactly where the murderer is. I'm going to show up with a gun. Problem solved.
What college is that? Don't send your daughters there. They don't learn jack.
They don't know Jack.
Yeah.
That should have been a movie.
That's the only
The
game.
killer
I played
was
this
Cookie
week.
Masterson.
Oh, spoiler. Well,
Where do we go from here? Is it over? Can't be over.
Hey, we got some stuff from the P.O. Box. We haven't opened those in a
there's
while.
so much.
Yeah, let's open some stuff from the P.O. Box.
Um,
You mind, Brian?
do you mind,
or
Brian?
somebody?
Being Santa?
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah, we should screen them.
Unscreened live openings.
Hell yeah.
Check it.
this
Check
goes
it out
good.
and determine if it's
That
worth
says Rocco.
showing
so
or
we'll
not.
make a Rocco, I
Oh,
think.
they hate Rocco. Oh, it's like, this might be some Legos.
Here, this one's
We're going to screen these, and if
This
it's
one's generic.
If
You
it's
open that
boring
one.
or
What if I
stupid, we're not
get,
going to show
like,
it off.
acid?
yeah. Then don't
Oh,
get.
wow, that's why it gave me a
Hey,
don't
if you
read
want,
it.
real quick, if you guys want to send us anything physically, Mega64 P.O. Box 713090, Santee, California 92072. And I'll let you know if this is worth.
Fabulous prizes.
Okay, Rocco, this person sent you a copy of Run Lola Run.
Oh, fuck yeah. Talk about
Oh,
That's a great
Because I
movie.
just said on the podcast I'd never seen it.
During Mega 64 day.
Oh, you'll love that. That
know
was
what?
like
Here's
Thank
my-
you. Hey, thank you, Will.
one of my
Thank
intros to like international film.
It
was
is
that movie.
It is a very hyped up movie. It is a lower budget movie than you're probably expecting.
It's really
Okay.
cool. It's super cool.
I would go in with maybe lower expectations,
Sure.
and you might enjoy it.
Sounds
But,
good to me.
Yeah, we just talked about that. This guy did Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's great. Okay. I got special for you. Special for you.
Wow.
This is a special present for Rock. I'm feeling all the love tonight, guys.
You are.
This is a special present for Rocco from the Netherlands. Hope you like it.
yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get you the sequel. You're welcome, Pascal. Thank you, Pascal. Let's see what it is. Hopefully one day I'll get you the sequel. What does that mean? It's gonna be like a.
It's still waiting.
Since you're filling in for him.
It's a Netherlands.
No fucking
copy
way!
of
I
Waiting.
was joking.
Damn, dude.
It's from the Netherlands.
You gotta be 16.
I was thinking, what as a sequel? Well, it's
That's
still
pretty
waiting
cool.
too. As a
Is it?
sequel.
Is it cool?
How is this herpes infested our new warehouse now too?
What? Well, this is for Sean. It's a Pokemon Go Plus.
Oh, he doesn't have that. That's
Ooh,
cool.
for Pokemon Go. Oh, he'll use the shit out of that.
He will. I love that.
And he never would have bought it himself because he won't spend money on
No,
that.
he won't. This is a package from Steph from Chicago. She says a bunch of Pirates booty they paid $1 for, and
Oh,
some
discount.
some caramel corn because they don't like it. And this is their way of helping us because they don't Patreon.
Oh,
Thank you,
Thank
Steph.
you for the
Shit,
snacks.
Dude, you want some
thank
caramel?
Stephanie.
Oh,
Stephanie.
stale
food, yeah.
Holy,
Kevin, dude, get some booty.
holy shit.
We'll put this in the kitchenette. I've never had Pirates booty.
Yeah,
actually.
keep this in the snacks section.
They're good?
Holy shit. This is so
They're good
much.
light snacks.
Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
Steph.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Does anybody, Garrett, you got a knife on you?
You know what? I'm unarmed today.
This is
I know.
actually, this is dope. This is dope art.
Sunday. I like to
legit.
chill on Sunday. I just
Okay, I got something here while you're opening that. Okay.
yeah.
This is from Braden. Holy shit. I've seen these paintings on Instagram, and that is so
wow.
awesome. There's one, and they've got like sticky things on the back so we can mount these.
No, ready to
Dude,
We'll
so
add that
there's
to our art gallery.
yeah, hell yeah. This one,
You may or may
Okay.
not know this, but
if you could see that, there's a really dark like painting of Derek.
nice, yeah, looks.
Damn, that is awesome.
You may or may not know this, but in the new Mega 64 studio, we've set up a little bit of an art gallery. When
Yeah.
you first enter, you get to see all the
these are
beautiful
cool.
renditions people have made of us over the years in
Whoa,
one place.
Sean.
Dude,
So
that
nice.
that is Sean's best likeness by far.
Man,
Oh yeah.
Damn. Thank you,
Angelic,
Braden, for this
dude.
artwork. This is so cool. Damn. Wow, I can't wait to hang those up. That is so awesome.
So if you have cool art of us or any of our videos, anything Mega 64
Yeah,
related, send it in, and it'll go into the Mega 64 Museum Collection, which will someday be, you know, in the Video Game Hall of Fame, probably.
Oh, definitely. I think yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I can't stop eating this popcorn.
So blown away.
Yeah,
by
that pirate's booty's pretty good. This is that health food stuff, right?
What do we got here? Oh, Braden's in the chat.
Oh, Braden, what's his name? Oh, my name is Braden. Hey, Braden, thank you.
My name is Earl. Remember that show? That show got canceled before he completed his list, and that cracks me up.
That happened with 100 Ds for Eddie McDowd.
Wasn't
Really?
that guy a skater that was in that show?
Well, yeah, like Jason Lee.
Yeah,
he was a skater.
he used to be a pro skater. I have a Big Birdhouse's The End. He has like a whole awesome segment in that.
Wait, oh,
Then he was on Felicity.
There was another. Sorry, really quick with these paintings here. Oh, Derek's still working on that. There was a really nice letter here, so thank you, Braden. But it's on the back. Taped to it was a Tim McGraw word search.
Fuck yeah.
Wow, he finished it though. Where's all the fun?
Yeah,
I
we can't
mean-
do it.
He had it. What's one word? What's one word from that?
What's that?
What's one like
American entertainer.
That's my favorite.
Three Girls. Does he have a song called Three Girls?
He's probably got 3 daughters, but he is my favorite American entertainer.
Louisiana born. Didn't find that. I'll find it. Anyway.
Hey, Sean's got another package. Should we just not open it though, or
What?
this one's for Sean?
There's 2
All right.
packages.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
Yeah, we'll put it in his
There's
office.
another
Yeah.
package for Sean.
Oh, here, I'll go put him in his office.
Oh, cool. Hey, I spent the past 20 minutes unwrapping this thing and opened it up to find a piece of the shipping receipt and another thing to unwrap. So the mystery continues.
What is it going to be?
I don't know. My fingers hurt.
I'm laughing at what this one is. It's someone sent Sean a fucking framed tweet.
Open it.
Apparently, there's a service.
let's
Well,
see
this is for Sean. Well, all
Open
right.
it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
This-
Sorry, Sean.
Oh shit.
And I just, I don't know who it's from. See if it says. I assume it's from our friend Matthew J, who's also in the frame tweet.
The thing says.
Can we
do
get
not-
like a box
Hey,
cutter
the
or
package says "do not bend," and I'm like fucking destroying it trying to get this
Yeah,
tape off.
could you grab like a box cutter?
I got a pocket knife in my office, but all right, Brian's got it.
Okay, what do you got?
So, Sean, apparently you can have a tweet framed. Just there's a service, I guess you send them the tweet you want framed. And this is Sean saying, just found out I didn't qualify for the Olympics again. Sorry I let y'all down. We'll try to get good at some easy sports in time for Tokyo. Devastated. In which Matthew replied, ah well, my angle is to volunteer a bunch of times, then hopefully earn a chance to carry the torch on the way to LA. Holy shit, I've never considered that. I could try to carry the torch when it's in San Diego. This is going to happen, exclamation point, exclamation point. Now, as I've finished reading the tweet, I haven't really found the humor or the significance of why Sean wanted this framed.
The humor is because that's not going to happen.
Oh,
And we
because there's
wanna
no chance.
We want to commemorate his dedication
So
to
this is
something
like-
that is not going to happen.
So this will be hung on Sean's wall to
Yeah.
constantly remind him of the failure
Close
and
up.
not getting
I
in.
want to point out the most impressive part of this. I've never seen so much effort and presentation put into a tweet that got 3 likes. Wow, that's that is tearing up the fucking web.
One retweet. That's great.
Holy shit!
I can only assume Matthew J sent this to Sean, and I'm just gonna say, Sean, I got a way better gift in that Neil Hamburger record.
Dude, yeah.
I mean, kudos, Matthew. Again.
Okay. Derek, what's the latest?
Oh my God. Did you bend?
Attention.
Oh,
Is that a glycee print?
sick!
What?
What is it?
What the fuck is that?
Fucking rad.
What is it?
I don't know.
What the fuck is this?
Still unwrapping it. 38 of 100. That's cool.
Is it a record?
It's rare.
That's good. Whatever it is, that's good. I like those odds.
There wasn't like a letter or anything to go ahead with to kind of like give it some forward of like some context.
Yeah, does that little slip say what it was?
some context
Packing
of like
slip.
Bespin Cloud Dome.
It's from I Am 8-Bit.
Oh.
Enemies, Bullet Bill by Marie Bergeron.
Oh, I see
it's a
it now.
painting of Bullet Bill.
Hold it this way. Hold it up again. Hold it.
Painting.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
were just
cool.
holding it wrong.
Oh, that's cool. When it was facing the wrong way, it was harder to...
Do this again. Turn it. Yeah.
Where did I have it?
I think you had it like that.
I thought it was like a doorway.
Yeah.
Real
Real attract.
Bullet Bill. Oh, is this art? Because I
Yeah. That's one of a limited. That's a limited piece that I Am 8-Bit had.
I may have bent it a little. It was hard to unwrap.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I didn't know what it was. All right, that's cool. Thank you very much. It was sent by a mystery person, or I Am 8-Bit themselves sent it to me. But okay, thank you.
Thank you for that. Whoever sent.
I'm digging the Bullet Bill. You know what? Bullet Bill officially, as of right now, new favorite character.
Whoa.
In the whole Mario verse. Bullet William.
Woolet William. That's what I say. I'm European. I say making the video. Didn't need to go that close for that.
That's pretty funny.
Could have stayed at a distance, but you know, we all do what we all do our best moment. You know, not saying anything funny right now. No need for this, but you know, you choose what you want to do, and that's what's great about America. You know, I have a choice, freedom.
All right, thank you for the Bullet Bill.
I want to figure out where to put I want to hang these up like now. I want to surprise.
We're gonna put them in the gallery.
Hell yeah.
Put them in the art gallery.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
We totally should. That would be hilarious.
Every door on like we actually now have offices with doors on them, so we should put them on all the doors of each.
That would be kind of funny.
That'd be really great.
I should have got. Oh man, you know what I'll do is if not this, I'll do like a wood carving that says my name.
Hell yeah.
And my office will say Rocco's Man Cave. Yeah. Now that you go close for.
Beetle Buddy in the chat.
I'll go to the man cave and we're gonna watch
football.
We're gonna. What?
Beetle Buddy in the chat says to open the thing that he sent for Sean. He says it's cool.
How do we know that's the person?
What's the thing?
There was a package we didn't open.
It's for Sean. We're not gonna...
Hey, you know what? Guy in the chat gave us permission. Open it up.
Sure.
Where is it?
Pass it on over here.
I think Brian put
Where
it in
is
his
it?
office.
Pass it on over.
Where the fuck did Garrett go?
Yeah, where did Garrett go?
I don't know.
He went to go play with Sean's toys. He's probably
Garrett's
building
taking
some
a
Where
Lego.
did the package go?
Garrett's taking a shit.
Oh, yeah, bring it back in
Someone
here.
in the chat says to retrieve it and cut it open. And
Yeah, they
play
said
with
it's all good.
Yeah. Who said it in the chat? Type your name.
We want to make sure it'll match who's on the package. That way, if permission is given, then, you know, then we'll do it.
Sean's right here. He's on the set now. We've got the painting.
Yeah.
This is not a federal crime anymore?
No.
He gave us permission.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the name in the chat that said it was all good?
Beetle Buddy, Alex S.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're good.
That's him.
All right, we're opening it up. Sean, this is in your memory. In honor of Sean. Uh-oh.
I couldn't hold it anymore. I had to piss like a racehorse.
Alex, I believe Alex is who played Android 19 in our video.
Yeah, totally.
So thank you for that, Alex. Thank you. And we did get some tasty ramen with Alex after we filmed.
Very good.
Okay, what is this? Oh,
Sean,
wow!
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Oh, does Sean need this? Oh, what is it?
Show it to the camera.
It's a little
Korok.
the Korok from
Turok.
and it's got even the little like
Oh, it does make a
rattle.
noise.
Now,
Hold on.
Sean needs that because that's like the only video game he like really got.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
He'll
Oh.
dig that.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta
that in
straighten
his
his
office.
face.
Straighten that out. Yeah, we'll get it all situated.
Look at
I
that.
love it.
I love it.
Great. Thank you, Alex S. It's my favorite game.
Alex wrote a very nice note, and he said, "Thank you for letting us be part of a project."
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, double spaced it too. Fuck yeah. That's
And so he said, you know, Sean plays Breath of the Wild with his kids and stuff. This would be kind of a special thing. So it's really cool. I might keep it though. I don't think he needs to know about
that's
it.
for the kids.
He might not need to know about it, but thank you. The idea was nice.
Sean needs to collect all 700 seeds before he can get it.
Yeah.
There's
How
emotes
come they
in
didn't
the
send
chat?
1,000 more of these?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, thank you very much. That was really, really cool, and I'm sure he'll really appreciate that. So I'm gonna bundle this up.
Bundle
just for
that
them.
up.
Anyway,
You can put him back in a little suitcase?
I am.
A little sleeping bag?
And I'm gonna, when Sean comes tomorrow, I'm gonna pop it out, and you know what I'm gonna do?
This was for me.
That's pretty good.
Wow, shit.
That was accurate.
Anyway, again, if you ever want to send us something physically, Mega64 PO Box 713090, Santee, California 92072. Thank you. I have a Blu-ray player in my office, so while I work, I'll be watching some Run Lola Run.
Subtitled film, so make sure you keep your eyes on the screen.
Lola Rent.
Yeah.
Did Sean ever smoke weed after it became legal? He said he would. Dude, why do you think he's not here?
Yeah,
he
So
forgot.
fucking, dude,
Whoa.
he's done everything.
Did he really say he would?
Yeah, did he
Because
say that?
We can bring it in for the next podcast legally.
Yeah.
And
Legally.
smoke it on camera.
But only problem is we have a lot of international viewers, and if they watch that in another state, it could be all over.
No, I think if they watch
federal.
it through tinted sunglasses, it might be okay.
Oh, okay.
Get the eclipse
Well,
glasses.
just do audio. If weed is illegal where you live,
Oh yeah,
do audio that
just
week.
do audio
Yeah.
podcast.
And you can listen to weed.
left channel only.
Well, don't idose though. That's
I'm
different.
nervous because you guys are making all these jokes, making me think that we're not going to force Sean to smoke.
I think we should force
I
Sean.
mean, just
I
If he
say-
said
he
that,
should be a man of his word. He's a dad, so
Yeah.
he should have integrity.
I'm just thinking like if he really, I don't remember him saying that, but if he really did say that on the podcast, that we have to, as his friends, hold him
Yeah,
accountable.
somebody ISO the moment that
Yeah.
he said it because we need that on tape. If we can get that isolated and play it to him, well, he'll have no
choice.
Here's what I'm saying. You give him some kind of edible situation and don't just be like, hey,
dose him.
Just put,
Kevin
hey,
makes these
you
great
want some
cookies
jerky?
and brownies.
Kevin, will
you
you
know
help
how he
with
loves
this?
to do
Yeah.
that? Here, eat
Kevin's a
5.
chef wizard.
And
Yeah, and
he'll-
then after he eats them, we'll tell him after he eats them,
Little
we'll
prank.
play the video for him.
Yes.
And then we'll say, you remember when you said that?
Bro.
And then he'll get real scared. He'll be like,
These Kevin cookies taste a little off.
Yeah,
It wasn't the salt?
Yeah, well, I missed. Where's the sea salt? I'm detecting another ingredient, and then that's when only Derek, will say, "You just got hot Cosby'd."
Yeah. That's your move.
yeah.
That is Derek's move, through and
Well,
through.
it's Cosby's move. But it's your line.
And then Sean will go, Half Dome used to be called Full Dome. That'll happen.
Kids are going to be
That's all I got.
staying late at soccer practice tonight.
I don't know why that was the perfect example. That couldn't have been better.
I'm just trying to think of like what are the stoner thoughts Sean would
It
have.
used to be full dome. Oh man.
All right. So next week we dose our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we're on the same page. That's
Yeah.
fair, and then nothing immoral
He doesn't
about
edit
it.
the after show, so
You
everyone
just get straight
okay.
Twitch.
ziplock it up.
Yeah.
Keep the word on
People
the
at
DL.
home, act like you didn't watch this show this week.
Don't watch
you
the show
You
this
didn't
week.
know. You don't know nothing. You didn't hear anything. Just act like you were pulling your pud on Sunday night.
Hell yeah.
Watching
I
a
couldn't think
different,
of any other activity.
seeing a different website. Well, that's
Good
one of-
thing. What is anything you could do other than watch this podcast?
Church?
Jack it off. Church. I like how that was the other option.
church
Church
is like,
or jagging it.
you know, it's Sunday. I thought of that, but
The two extremes.
what's my favorite thing to do?
the best and worst thing you could do?
One,
Jerking it.
watch the Mega64 podcast live on a hot Sunday night. What's my second favorite thing to do?
Jerking it.
Jerking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and church doesn't rank anywhere up there? Wow.
No.
Favorite things to do on a hot Sunday night?
Yeah.
I had some family go to Italy over the past couple weeks. And I was supposed to go to Italy. I bring this up all the time, but I was supposed to go to Italy like years ago. And we ended up doing the Kojima, the whole video thing
Yeah.
with Kojima. So I had to cancel it, and I've never been since, and it kills me. I really wanted to go. So I had some family going, and they were like, dude, family trip, go with us. And I was like, dude, I think I'm actually going to do it. And they picked the most expensive tour I think possible, where it was like so many multi-thousands of dollars to like go under shit and like climb and stuff. And I was like, oh no, I just want to like go and look. I'll be good. So me and my brother both bailed on it. And the only people that ended up, everyone just was like, this is like kind of too much. Like,
Yeah.
not feeling this. So it ended up being like my uncle and my aunt, and they brought like my cousin's kids. They were like, no, you know what? We'll bring them just as like a gift. Like we want them. They're young and like they
Yeah.
should see this stuff. And they're all back, and all I heard was that they were like not interested in anything. So it was like a couple family members and a couple kids that were on their phone the whole time. It's like, this is the Vatican. Look at
Oh,
this. It was like,
shit.
hold on.
Yeah, how
All
old
right,
are these
and they're
kids?
playing 12.
Oh, man. See,
That's
yeah.
old enough to give a shit. I think. when I was 12 years old, I loved going to old cities and
on a family vacation,
taking historical
Yeah.
tours. Yeah, I went to like Alcatraz when I was 8 years old, and I fucking loved it.
Oh, I went to Washington D.C. when I was 12.
Yeah, me too.
And it changed my life.
It changed my
Yeah.
life. I went to New Orleans, French Quarter when I was like 14, and loved the history of it.
I think with them,
I'm just a big history nerd.
Yeah, I think with them, it wasn't like their parents didn't go, and I don't think they had the authority to tell them to put that shit down, you know? And so I think it was just like, no, don't bother. Let the kids do whatever. But it's like they were like playing Fortnite instead of looking at the, St. Peter's Basilica. Which is cooler, you tell us. Email podcast@mega64.com. But anyway, it just cracked me up, and it made me feel bad. But I'm going to try to go. Maybe I'll go at the end of the year. I don't know.
I'm
going to go to Italy.
Fortnite's the first game that really made me feel my age, where it's like...
Really? Even with Minecraft?
Because I played Minecraft. Shouts out to...
I love Minecraft.
I got in on the beta from our forums.
Yeah, I remember that shit was getting spread.
But this game has just exuded everything like annoying and ugly about youth culture that I am like,
what's the dance?
Jesus.
So glad.
What's the fucking?
So glad
dance that
PUBG
kids
just
do?
looks like fucking Counter-Strike. It's like muted colors and simple controls.
I'm not bothered by anything visually.
No.
in
Fortnite. I'm over exaggerating.
I'm not really into the game that much, but I don't think it's bad.
Oh, visually everything's like heightened colors
Cartoon
and bright,
Nickelodeon.
like Overwatch. Like there's I'm an older gamer that's not into this new trend of like vibrant, fast-paced.
No, that's not really my favorite.
Shooters.
But it doesn't bug me. But it's not really my favorite.
I have a friend who's a teacher who fucking hates Fortnite.
I've heard,
and she is like,
it's a problem
in this
school, man.
in this era of like school shootings being so prominent, I just hate that my students are sitting in class playing this cartoon game where they're just shooting each other all day. Like, it just really drives me
and
nuts.
it's so addictive.
Yeah.
To like get these kids off of that in class. It's fucking impossible. Like,
I didn't have a response for her because I was like, oh, kids have played video games forever. But I mean, I've never been in a situation where kids are playing Fortnite on their phone.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
it was Pokemon cards for us
school,
or Pogs.
I was obsessed with Grand Theft Auto Vice City, but I wasn't fucking bringing Vice City to class every single day. I had to wait till home.
Admittedly, it was like, I thought my friend was like a little bit crazy with her comment, but it's like, I'm not a teacher. I have no place to say, what drives you nuts in the classroom. But I know there's teachers out there that feel that way, that they hate Fortnite just as much as you do.
I think it's just cell phones in general. Like, fuck. They, like, fucking goddamn.
No, it was specifically Fortnite.
Really? Yeah.
I hear nothing but negative stories. I've never played the game. I've heard nothing but like a friend at work plays it, and his little cousin wanted to come over and play. And he said that all he did was spend hours changing his costumes and then dancing with the costumes, loading into a map and just dancing and not playing the game, not going to an objective, loading back out, changing the costume, going back in, dancing again, trying the different emotes. And I'm just like, he's telling me that's what his cousin plays it like. I hear all these other horror stories from people who were like caregivers or teachers, and the kids can't get off of the fucking thing.
You know what, though? I think now, just about my friend who's a teacher saying, like, this is so inappropriate. I think back to when I was in 8th grade, 12 years old. We had one computer in my class, and it was one of those old Macs, like boxy, fucking old-ass computers.
Maybe.
And I remember one of the kids in my class, without the teacher knowing, was able to sneak a copy of Wolfenstein onto the computer.
Oh, hell yeah.
So whenever we had computer time and the teacher would have, hey, I'm going to run to the office. I'll be back in 10 minutes. She leaves, brings up fucking Wolfenstein, and for 10 minutes just blasting people, paying strippers. Like, all the fucking 12-year-olds in the class are like huddled around the computer. Like, some of them watching the door, watching the computer. So,
so awesome.
Times don't change. The technology does.
Even in
kids stay the same.
In high school, I had a 512 megabyte flash drive. Every time we'd have computer or library lab, I would go around to all my friends' computers and I would just dump SNES 9X emulator.
Oh, yeah.
And all play Mario Kart or Street Fighter.
That's great.
And then I found how to access the public schools folders so that anyone can get to this folder. So I had the Super Nintendo emulator in a secret folder on the Chirica Hills High School forums that all my friends knew where it was.
The chat is right. It was Duke Nukem
3D.
It was the original Duke Nukem.
Fucking awesome.
I had every portable system, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, even Game Gear. I mean, every portable. I've always loved playing games portable, like bringing a portable wherever.
Yeah.
And I did bring mine to school, but I wouldn't ever play during class because I just playing during class, I would just lose. I wouldn't know what to do when there was a test. Like it never made sense to me to like play during when they're teaching us stuff because this is just going to collapse later. What I did was I would just during PE class when they'd all go run laps, I'd hide and I would play there.
Hell yeah.
Isn't it crazy how far? Like at that time, Duke Nukem 3D, Wolfenstein, Doom, I hated first-person shooters.
Yeah, I did too.
And it was
honestly,
so funny. Like
it.
when I think of first-person shooters now, I don't think of those games.
Yeah.
But there was a while where those 3 games, that was the first-person shooter genre, and I still, in a way, kind of, I think subconsciously identify with that because I really hated first-person shooters back then. Now
they were all kind of just miserable and ugly, I thought.
Yeah, ugly and just like weird. Like you had the face down on bottom that would get bloodier the more. Yeah,
I didn't like any of that.
They were all kind of the same.
Well, they're definitely made for like college kids and like old people who can afford the hardware, so they were really gritty and tough.
Quake was my absolute favorite, and it's probably the muddiest, dirtiest color palette in games. But it served a purpose. Like that hit me. Quake, Doom, Duke Nukem, they hit me in the right spot.
For me, the game that was the first-person shooter that I played all the way through, like a campaign, was Halo Combat Evolved, the original Halo. And it was just because it was like, wow, I'm going to other fucking worlds. I'm you know what I mean? It was something different. Everything was so expansive and vivid, and like the weapons were vivid, and it wasn't just like you're in fucking hell and you're bleeding and you just ran the devil's horns up your fucking ass. It was something bigger, and that's why that was really where I connected to that.
Did you ever do any of the Medal of Honor, any of the World War II
I
stuff?
played Medal of Honor, but for me, the first-person shooter was what was that? Wolfenstein, like in the early 2000s.
There was Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
I played it on PC with a beachhead level.
Yes.
Yeah. That was like that was for me. You know, I was the right age, and me and my friends got into that, and that blew my mind. And that kind of opened up first-person shooters. I could get into Call of Duty. From that point on.
Yeah.
But even now, I'm kind of like burnt out on them again.
I go back and forth. I like when they tell. For me, first-person shooters are cool when they tell a vivid story. I really enjoyed BioShock and BioShock Infinite because it was like these crazy worlds and stuff like that. I'm still not really into like there's only so much Call of Duty.
That's like
I can play.
It sucks that you like missed the boat on Half-Life 1 and 2 because it's like if you experience that like when that came out like through PC like that the Half-Life universe is like the best story. Like I fucking love Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 so much.
Those games for me were always a little too Star Trek. There's like a line to walk with that, and at that time that's how it hit me. But I'm sure if I give it a chance now, I ended up playing Half-Life 2 in its entirety later, and it was cool. But that I was more of a Halo person. There's almost like more of an emotional thing in Halo. To me, sci-fi has to have just the right amount of emotional arc too. And I kind of felt that in the first Halo. I never felt like Halo really got that formula back.
What's funny?
But
for me, I don't know. I could play a third-person game. Third-person shooters, I love.
Yeah, I do too.
First-person shooters, there's something about like just seeing the gun in front of you and then like you're just looking all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to see my character and like look over his shoulder. That to me is I love it. It's incredible.
Because a movie shows you your main character on screen the whole time.
Yeah, just the POV.
First person, you don't get that ever.
Too much of a hurdle for me. Whatever. That's just me.
I'm with you though.
Someone did mention in the chat Fear. Did you ever play Fear, Garrett?
I have those games. I have not played them.
Again,
I've heard so many good things.
If you go back now, the AI is still cool, but it's like Fear was made by Western developer, but they channeled Japanese horror.
Yeah.
It's a really cool game. And they put it on like PS3 and stuff, but I played it on PC and it's really cool. But yeah, again, if you haven't seen my Twitch show, Last Game Standing, it's on the Mega64 archives. I play like old school first-person shooters almost every episode.
Yeah,
like,
cool.
That's my.
We should put that in the rotation.
Yeah, I have a box copy of Fear.
Oh hell yes.
Yeah, Fear kicks ass. Same Monolith Software, or I forgot the developer's name. He also made a 1998 first-person shooter called Shogun or Shogo, and that is a mech first-person shooter. It's 90s anime as fuck. Wait,
is it called Shogo?
Yeah.
I had that on PC.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a PC game, right?
PC game, yeah. And it's
Whoa.
American developed, but it's fucking 90s anime.
That's weird because I only had like in my lifetime about a dozen fucking PC games, and that was one off a bargain bin shelf that I thought no one has ever heard of Shogo. Yeah. But yeah, I remember I bought it because it was an anime girl in a mecha.
Yeah,
that game was fun.
Hey,
they're fun.
Speaking of Fear, That game Fear.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever talked about this or not. Maybe we did a long time ago, but I'm talking a million years ago.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
No, how long? 12 years ago?
Version 2?
At least a decade ago. We were supposed to do a video or series of videos for Fear.
Wow.
Or maybe it was Fear 2.
I thought we did we film stuff?
No.
We never got on and filmed stuff?
I think it was either
Shadow
Fear
Warrior.
or Fear 2. When did Fear 2 come out?
Fear was like 05, so Fear 2 would have been like 07, 08.
Yeah.
And Fear 3 was
well,
like,
we were contacted because they wanted to do we were gonna do a video with Rooster Teeth, and I think Penny Arcade was involved too. It was like the trifecta. It was maybe it wasn't. Maybe that's what it was, because I swear it was before. People are saying it came out in 2010. Maybe 2009. I think it was even prior to that we were having these talks, and maybe that's why we didn't do it. I think maybe the game got delayed or something. But we were set to do a video. It was us, and I was reached out to by Bernie from Rooster Teeth, and then he's like, yeah, and Penny Arcade is going to do a component too. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Penny Arcade wasn't as involved as I remember, but I think they were, and it was going to be like all these internet groups together doing this one thing, and it didn't. Yeah, I think maybe the game got delayed or something collapsed on that, but that was a collaboration that, in a time before there were a lot of collaborations out there, that would have been cool. But I remember being disappointed that didn't happen. So
that would have been the first RT crossover, because that was before you guys filmed your actual stuff.
That was before I think we even really met them. I want to say it was earlier. Yeah, 2005 was when the other one came out. And I know they did videos for that. I don't think it was about that one that they talked to us. I don't think it was the first. Maybe it was. Maybe it was the first Fear game. Well, either way, it didn't happen.
So it could have been an expansion.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's what it was. An expansion.
So it was cool. A long time ago. Girl, like fucking a ghost girl.
Firestarter.
Shit. Yeah. Fucking
scary, dude.
I just remember back when that came out, Dominic, my brother, asked for it for Christmas. That's all he talked about. I just want Fear. Give me Fear. I can't wait for Fear. Christmas morning, ripped the present open. Yeah! Ran to the computer. Yeah, this one's like shit. I need a new computer. It was like, well, that was a quick turnover. Merry Christmas. And you know how kind my family was. We made moves to get a new computer. I think he had. Actually, no. I think at that point he was building his own in his room or something. So I think he got money from grandma maybe later that day, and all right, processor, need a new whatever. So, but it was just so funny, like how quickly it was like escalated.
Well, that game was meaty. It had crazy dynamic AI, like the lighting. It was like flashlight lighting, really dark, just like with Doom 3 around the same time. Like even when I played it, like now, like but if you play it on modern machine, graphics look fucking great. It's a cool game.
That's a great thing I'm seeing about like all these old games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even like we were talking about Quake. I play Quake on like a current machine
with
all these up-res HD conversion mods. It looks sick.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of life out of your old software with just like new textures on it.
There's so many games I wanted to play growing up that were PC games, and I remember I would buy them, and I probably did this like 4 or 5 times. I'd be like, maybe my computer could run this. Take it home. Fucking run it.
That would be with like every version of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, like I remember the original Sims couldn't run it. I got Black and White, couldn't run it, and
Black and White.
I think I got Roller Coaster Tycoon worked amazing. That was like the one that was like, oh, I can run PC games, but so many times
have to just change the settings to super
and it
low
discouraged me from being a
It was
PC gamer for so long, and I have all these like, I still sometimes think about like, I wish I want to go back and play Black and White. Like it looked really cool when I was 12, but I know like, man, you're not gonna like that now. Like the time has passed. It kind of just depresses me. Like I wish I could have just fucking played it back then. Ugh.
I played Messiah.
Here you guys talk about this now. I'm just thinking about this list of all these games I wish I could have played when I was a teenager, but my PC wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, but that's why remasters are tight.
That's why buying your own computer as an adult is tight.
Hell yeah.
Coolest thing in the world ever.
Yeah, it's dope as
you don't have dad's hand-me-down.
Yeah, the first thing I did when I got my gaming computer, like in 2016, is I downloaded a Wii emulator and played Xenoblade in like crisp 1080p HD. Ooh. That was the fucking prettiest game I've ever played. Oh, it was awesome.
Nice.
Dolphin.
Hell yeah, completely legal.
Hell yeah, dude. It's legal in California.
I think it was like
don't mod it.
I think it was Doom. No, not Doom. Diablo 3 when that came out. I was like, you know what? I fucking edit videos on my computer. I have to be able to run a video game. And that was like, oh, I can play PC games. So,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I've arrived.
The one cool thing is World of Warcraft, because that was a game they wanted to get on as many computers as possible. That game was pretty much optimized to run on any machine, which is why they had gold farmers in China running it on shit computers. So I played WoW on my shitty PC, but it ran totally fine. And then it was on Mac. But then when I played WoW, the most recent one, like the fucking expansion ago, I was finally able to play it at like 144 frames with super crazy graphics.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is what the game can look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, WoW I played for the longest time on low settings. But hey man, I had fun with it.
It's crazy what you see when you're used to playing something on like
Yes,
lowest graphic
Jesus
settings,
Christ.
and then you crank it up. I just got a new phone this weekend,
Yeah.
and I was playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds mobile, lowest setting, lowest frame rate. I mean, it chugged on my phone, and then I was even playing on an iPad. Now I've got this brand new phone. I just put everything on ultra highest. It's like this is a fucking PS4 game.
The craziest jump for me was my first HD TV. I was forced to get it because of Dead Rising. So I had my Xbox 360 on a shitty CRT and then fucking in HD. I remember loading up the dashboard for the first time and then playing Geometry Wars. Like, oh, holy shit! Even at the time, it was a 24 HD monitor, but this was like, oh my god, this is incredible.
Yeah, it's so clear. By the way, I just want to get this out there. It's important to show support when you can and do the right thing. As a fellow Apple cuck, I'd like to welcome Garrett to the iPhone 10 family.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Fuck.
He finally did.
Shit.
I went big and I went home
finally-
afterwards.
What were you rocking before?
A 6 Plus.
Ew.
I know
Ew.
that shit's like 4 years old.
Fuck, gross.
And it was like
That
Animal
shit's, that
Crossing
shit's
would-
more than 6 months old. Can you believe that?
radioactive. That's
Fuck.
toxic.
6
Enjoy having
months.
your battery slowed down. And,
Oh!
Wait, what?
and enjoy not having the ability to run third-party applications.
Wait.
And also, Apple gives your information to the government.
Think
Wait,
about that.
Siri, don't give my info out.
Fuck.
She's not doing that, really?
Fuck.
Apple sucks.
Listen to the whole thing.
See,
Android.
Cupertino.
Android. I am an Android.
you sound a little Android cucked there.
It's Samsung cucked.
Once they...
Dude, those are Korea.
Cook.
Bless.
Sam cucked.
Sam Cucksung. Once they got fucking called out on that battery shit,
Yeah.
all of that is adjustable now.
Changed.
Where it's like, do you want us to adjust for... Yeah. Which I'm sure was always part of the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's differences. There's things that it's going to take getting used to. Like, they do take stuff out. My old phone, you could have the battery in a percentage. This is just like, no.
No, it
look at the
doesn't.
picture.
It doesn't fit in the notch.
That's bullshit.
that.
Android does
Yeah,
that.
just fucking add it.
They don't want you to know a number, so you don't go, hey, it's always at 10%, and then it goes down to 2 and crashes. What's going on? It's broken. They don't want people saying that anymore.
No, you know what it is?
What?
You
Android
just rub the top and it says it.
Okay, good.
Oh my God, you're right,
Extra
Rocco.
step though. They added a step. You're supposed to
Mine just
remove
displays
steps.
it. Just because it's important information.
Fucking cucked me again.
there.
I am having some issues getting
Also,
some ringtones
rubbing
over.
the top feature they stole from Android. Had it first, but
Shit.
What do you do to rub the top?
Little genie
yeah,
comes
like a
out.
drop down menu.
You
rub
rub
it?
it as hard
What
as you can.
Gets wet.
It's getting hot.
There you go. We're just gonna rub our phones off. We're gonna rub it out. Hold on.
You do it with your right hand?
This could be a lot
I
better.
go with my left sometimes.
Keep rubbing.
I like to flick mine
Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold
faster and faster.
on. Derek, I know. Give me a minute. I know you got that Samsung, but you're missing out on the best feature of
I
having
only
an
give you
iPhone.
7 seconds before I get copyright claim. Oh, I forgot I got that app. Hey, the after show is gonna devolve.
zapped.
Hey, the after show is gonna devolve real quick right now. So if you've enjoyed the show and you want to keep enjoying it, just turn it off.
Can't be over.
It's gonna turn into bullshit real quick. Frank and I got DJ Pad apps yesterday. He's got Daft Punk, and I've got every other DJ in the world.
Every other DJ in the world.